Hi everyone. What we're going to do in this video is we're going to see if we can design a picture of a bathroom that I've just found on the internet in about 10 minutes or so, just to show how easy it is to use Spark Blueprint. Right. So we better get started and see if we can do this under 10 minutes. So what I've done is I've Googled bathroom design inspiration. I'm just going to hit pictures here, and then we're going to take this one right there. It looks very nice. I'm going to open up the image in a new tab, open up Blueprint there. I've got a standard new project set up. I'm just going to set these up so I can balance these out. And that one does not look very good. Let's see if I can open up this image in another tab there. Doesn't help for me to be rushing around to try and get this in. So on the left-hand side, we have the image that I'm going to try and design with. The right-hand side, we have Blueprint. So immediately I'm going to start looking at the layout of the bathroom. So I can see here it's got a bit of a L shape to it. So I'm just going to drag that out there. Start doing it like so. And then I can see that the room continues on in the background there. So wrong way. We take this like so. Zoom out a bit here. All right. And then we have locks it in straight. I think we might need to bring these up so they are in line. We push this back a bit. Then we have the shape of the room, as we can see. Obviously, I'm only going off what's in the picture here. We've got a bit of a bathtub, two mirrors, two basins there, a couple of plants, and floor panels on the floor, wood panels on the floor, sorry, and then some paint on the walls. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to add in the windows. So it looks like there's a window here. I'm going to make that about 1000 in width. Then we take that into about, what can it be? We can take it about 1000 height. So it's a pretty large window. We place that in there. Just going to use the arrows on the keyboard just to place it exactly where I like it. Let's have a look. Drag it down for a second. Maybe we can make that even a little bit taller here. Let's make that 1500. We can even take it all the way up. Go 2 meters, shall we? There we go. So we've got one of those. And then on the right hand side here, so on this far wall here, talking about this one, it looks like there's a window or two there as well. So what I'm going to do is we're just going to grab a couple of windows there. I'm going to make these sort of long, thin ones. So we make these 2000. We can leave the width at 600. Do the same for this one here. Bring the bottom edge of the windows down to about 10 centimeters from the floor. And boom, we've got the windows set in there. Now, what am I going to do? I might bring this out a bit. Next thing we're going to do is I'm going to look for some wood panels that I can place on the floor and on the ceiling, and then also make sure that I can paint it in a certain color. So let's see what we got here. I'm just going to go to ABK. And then I'm just going to search within this collection for wood. Sea Road Wood White. I think we can take those and place those on the floor and see how they look. And then for the paint, let's go down here. Let's see. I'm just going to try and find something that looks a little bit similar. Can test it with something like that. Then the wood panels on the roof. Are they a little bit darker? Maybe I can try something. Let's just take one of these. All right. So, so as you can see, Spark Blueprint is set up. It's horizontally, but in the image it's vertically. So I'm just going to set those up like that. I'm going to drag this across so we get some of these. And then we just do it like that. I notice now that the grout size is set at 10 millimeters, but maybe that is fine because it could be pretty similar. The grout is pretty big there in the image. So let's just test how that looks. Let's go through and paint the walls, shall we? See, that window there wasn't ideal, but let's just drag them across. Wait. All right, so now we've painted that. I think the floor looks okay the way it is like that. I can just move this, go back to here. I just move center this a little bit more. Okay. All right, now we're going to do the ceiling. So the way that we do the ceiling is I click here up the top, select ceiling, and then you can see we have the spotlight. So first of all, I'm just going to remove all the spotlights because in this image there on the left, there's quite a lot of shading there. Of course, when you're sitting down with the customer, you'd be a little bit more exact with what you're doing here, but I'm just trying to see if I can get this bathroom designed within 10 minutes or less. So then I'm going to click this button in ceiling, click the wood panels there. It's also horizontal, and it looks like it has a pretty big grout, so I'm going to take that. We just drag them across like so, and let's see what we get. Not looking too bad so far, not looking too bad. All right, so I'm now just going to come into here. We're going to start looking for some of the furniture that we can get. So if I take this double basin, so select the washstand here, and then I can select, so it's a duo. It's a bit of an oak color there, so I'm going to leave it like that. Has some round basins, brass mixers we can leave. Handle, I'm not going to be able to set up two different handles like that, but let me just take those ones there. So we've got that. We've got a couple of round mirrors there, which we can adjust in the height. I'll show you guys how to do that. We just take this modern bath here. White is fine for the bath, and then they've got a bit of a nice mixer there. We take that on the brass side. And then what we're going to do is we're just going to, we can see that this one's a bit too long for the wall actually, so I'm going to have to extend this wall out, unfortunately, and then take this, place it in there. And then we need to go back to the flooring. You know what, we start the flooring again. Lucky it's so easy to use Spark Blueprint, I can just easily erase it out and go like that. So bam, back to the furniture. I might actually bring this across so there's a bit of room for the plant that's supposed to go in the corner there. Then we did take the mirror, pop them over there, and I'm actually going to extend the height of this so we can get the oval shape that it has in the image. Okay, we need to paint the wall, but so far it's not looking too bad there. So let's do this wall again. So if I can click, as a shortcut, you just click on that wall there, take this, just like so. Now we go back and select the ceiling, and I will erase the whole ceiling again. So we start fresh. Super easy to do using Spark Blueprint. Bring it back up. That had no grout there, so I'm going to extend the grout to that. Erase it once again. It's what happens, I guess, when you're trying to rush through to create a bathroom super fast, but not looking too bad so far. So let's keep adding the furniture in. Head back to the 2D view. We have the bath here. I'm just going to change the rotation of the bath. Bring that in. Center that a little bit more over the bath there. Just like so. Then the next thing we're going to do is there's a couple of lamps, and there is a couple of plants there as well, and a rug. So I'm just going to go down here. Let's see. There's also a couple of cool looking lights there. I'm not sure if I'll be able to find something similar, but I'm going to take this lamp for that one that's there in the image. And then what I'm going to do is I'll take a couple of these. So the still colors make that wood, and then we take one of those. And then rug. Let's see if we can find a rug. There we go. Let's take the rug. Okay. drop the rug in there. Ideally, actually, maybe I've made this room a little bit short there. So of course I'm going to have to do some changing around again with the floor and ceiling. So once again, here we are, dragging this back out like that. Let me have a look at the ceiling. I'm going to erase that, start again. It's not helping me with the time right now. They're making a couple of mistakes here, but still have the faith I'll be able to complete this. Head back in there, and then I think there's a couple of walls that need extra paint. So I can just click on this wall, you see it there. And then this one here. This one here. Okay, now we're looking like we're moving along pretty well right now. Might just drag this a little bit, recenter the mirrors over. Just like so. All right, now let's go back to the furniture. So I have a plant that could be here, and then I'm going to add in another one as well. We're going to place that one there. We have a lamp, which looks like it's about here. Then there's a couple of wall lamps there. I'm not sure if we're going to have exactly the same, but let's see what I can find to see if I can make a similar style or add something on the wall there. Let's see, we've got the lamps. We can come in here, spotlights, and then I'm going to grab a couple of these wall lamps here. And then I'm going to place one there, and then I'm going to place one there. I'm going to adjust the height of these. So I'm going to take that one down to 800. Sorry, that one's the higher one. So we take that one to 1600, and then I'm going to place this one down to 800 there. And there we have a room which is pretty similar to what you can see in the picture there. Then all I'm going to do is we are going to take a rendering of this right now. Select cloud render. And of course, there's lots of different ways that you can play with this, but this was just a very fast way of me looking on Google for bathroom design inspiration, taking a picture from there, and then recreating that straight away in Spark Blueprint. So it says it's going to take about a minute for it to be sent over to me, which is of course super fast rendering time. Okay, so you can see here that we have the two, and I've received the image. And there we go. So there's the comparison between the two. So we started off with the image on the left-hand side, just Googled bathroom design inspiration, straight into Google Pictures, took the first one that we could find there. And now this has taken about 13 minutes or so. So about 3 minutes over my aim for 10 minutes there. But also I was playing around a little bit with the size of the room. I had to redo the floor a couple of times as well as the ceiling. And so if you knew the correct dimensions of the room, it would be much easier and very straightforward to create the room. So as you can see here, aim for 10 minutes or less, didn't quite make it, but we are able to take a picture straight from Google, redesign it using the Spark Blueprint system, as easy as that. If you would like to learn more about Spark Blueprint, just reach out to us or head to our website at sparkvision.com. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel, follow us on LinkedIn for more updates and tips and tricks on how to use the system. Thank you very much for watching, guys.